What do we treat ourselves to?
Mimosa. It's the best day of the year.
The best day of the year!
Hi everybody, and welcome to Man Cake, where we play before we eat and always look at the bowl. I'm Dan. If you enjoy a good slice of cake and something sweet, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos, and click that bell like a cake boss so you know when brand new content is posted. Now, I'm sure we can all agree, brunch is pretty much a big deal. So, let's get right to it, and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. In your mixing bowl of choice, add 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of oil, two eggs, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Then we're just going to go ahead and mix that up. And add 1/3 cup of sour cream. And then give that a little mix. And while that mixes, we're going to go ahead and add 1 3/4 cups of flour in portions. Then 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of buttermilk, and zest from 1 orange. Then we just add the rest of our flour. And finally, we're going to add 2/3 cups of champagne. And let that shortly mix with the batter. Now, we just pour the batter into a prepared pan. Then bake for 25 to 30 minutes. In a heat-proof bowl, we're going to add 2.5 cups of sugar and egg whites from 10 eggs at room temperature. Now be sure that your sauce pot is not filled with water. I would say maybe about 1/4 of the way, just enough to boil and create enough steam. Once our ingredients are mixed and the mixture is at 140 degrees, we can go ahead and transfer to our mixing bowl. But before we do, want to make sure that the sugar is completely dissolved into the egg whites. A quick tip to test this is by placing a drop on your fingertips and rubbing them together. The mixture should be completely smooth. When everything is smooth, go ahead and transfer it to the mixing bowl. Then we're going to go ahead and beat the egg whites on a low speed and increase to a medium speed after 2.5 minutes. And let the egg whites beat for 10 minutes. Overall, this will take about 10 to 15 minutes until our mixture is white and the meringue starts to form peaks that are thick, glossy, and soft. And once you have your peaks, the bottom of your mixing bowl should be completely cool, which means we can start adding 3 sticks of butter. Now I like to switch to the paddle attachment and add the butter 2 tablespoons at a time, mixing in between each addition. we'll add a little more butter. Give it a mix. A little more butter. And a little more. And a little more. And a little more butter. And now we'll just add the last of the butter and let everything mix completely. I'd say for another 5 to 6 minutes. Then we'll go ahead and add a little orange food coloring. Now, with our cake cooled and leveled and our Swiss meringue buttercream done, we can go ahead and start assembling. So add the bottom layer of your cake to your cake stand and add a healthy layer of the meringue buttercream. Then we'll just go ahead and smooth that out. And then add our top layer. Now we'll go ahead and add more buttercream on top of the cake, smoothing out with an offset spatula. With the top done, we can go ahead and start covering the sides. And it's okay if it's a little messy. Once we start getting into the swirl action, we're going to go ahead and smooth everything out. Once you have a good thick layer, go ahead and start smoothing out your buttercream. Then we can go ahead and just flatten the sides. And we're just going to go ahead and give the top of our cake a nice little border. And finally, just crush up some orange chocolate Milanos and sprinkle on top of your cake. Now let's go ahead and treat ourselves and cut into this bad boy. And there we have it, our mimosa cake with Swiss meringue buttercream and orange chocolate cookie crumb coating. Are there any cakes and desserts you'd like to see? Let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more man cake recipes. As always, life is short, so lick the bowl. Until next week, bye!